Duvet is brought to you by GBH Hair Relaxer Cream. Good evening and welcome to another exciting episode of Duvet right here on GHOne television. It's always so good to have your company. Tonight, we're going to do it all over again. And tonight, when we put our topic of conversation out, one of our viewers sent something that he had gone through, or he's still presently going through. We're going to share that with you as we get along. But tonight we're talking about sex triangles. Essentially, we're talking about cheating. Why is it that you have a primary relationship and you seek another relationship on the outside just for sexual gratification? Why do people cheat? That is our conversation tonight. And my guest tonight, I have Samson Erejua, who's an actor. Samson, how are you doing?
Very fine and ready for you today.
All right. And then I have Miss Victoria Blackwood, who is a serial entrepreneur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, my darling. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay. So we're going to break down the conversation. Remember that we're streaming live on all our platforms, GHOne TV on YouTube, we are on X, and we are on Facebook as well. However, if you have any experiences you would love to share with us, we are ready. Just go on our platform, GHOne TV, and share your experiences with us. So let me start with you, Samson. First of all, why would you say that anybody would cheat? I mean, you have a beautiful wife, you're starting your own family. Why do people cheat?
Okay. The reasons, possible reasons.
Possible reasons why people cheat.
Yes. I think one of the reasons people could cheat is opportunity presenting itself.
Opportunity?
Yes.
Okay.
And also, it could be as a result of a validation of your point. Maybe
a validation.
Validation of point. Maybe for a spouse, you want to prove to your man that you are a hot cake. Maybe he doesn't appreciate you enough. You want to prove to him that if you don't appreciate me enough, there is another person there that can appreciate me. That is also validation
by
of
having
point.
sex with you.
Yeah.
Somebody will appreciate you by having sex.
That is
with
why
you.
I said validation. Whatever point you want to make.
Okay.
Cheating can be a way of validating your point.
Okay.
There are other validation that can come in from cheating. There can be a spouse that are finding difficulty with children. I don't know the right word to use. The spouse that's looking for children and validating the point that you are the reason. I'm not the problem. You are the problem. Can make someone go into cheating. A man can decide to, okay, let me go and impregnate another girl so that this woman will know that I'm physically and everything okay, rather. Then the same thing, a woman can do the same thing. Say, let me show this man that I used to get pregnant before. Maybe you should know that he's not the one. That is validation. Opportunity is like, you didn't plan for it. You are in a party. Maybe you even plan to go to the party with your wife and she just got tired from work and she said, please, you can go yourself. And you are there enjoying, and then it's not like you even made a move. They fell on you and they press you, they kiss you, and then you have to respond and follow up. And then it ended up into cheating. That one is there. Then also, I think one other reason that leads to cheating also could be addiction. Yeah, addiction can also be a reason for people to cheat because there are sometimes you can be in a previous relationship and then some toxic attitude that you are used to in that relationship, and that after some time you are no longer in that relationship, you are in a different relationship that might even be healthier and better for you, but because of addiction, you know what addiction is. You can just, man, I like the way we used to go on Friday night. We'll go and take some drinks, tequila enough, and then I'll get very high before the sex. Not like this man will just come from work. The next thing, I get me my food. The next thing is waiting for you in the bed. That one is not foreplay. No what's the right word? You are expert, so give me some words. So you don't understand what I mean. It could be a possible reason that, okay, since this guy is not around this weekend, I think I need to go and it's long I really smoke shisha. And if I go and meet that guy now, he will take me to that club and I will smoke shisha. So it's an addiction, and then definitely end up to that same point where we are not really happy about. Right. I shall stop for there now.
Which
so
is cheating. Yes. Okay, I mean, I've heard what you said, and some of them. And a lot of the time, people who give these reasons, I mean, would say that these are valid reasons. Yeah. And I understand when you say that, oh, it can happen by accident. Yeah. You know, you go to a party and this and that, and then this happens and you sleep with someone. Yeah. For me, you know, if that happened accidentally and it's a one-time thing, yeah, then maybe it will make sense. But you find that it's never a one-time thing, okay, which is where the true problem is. Tori, talk to me. Okay. how would you define? No, forget the definition. Why do you think people cheat?
To me, cheating is a whole lot of things coming together.
Right.
It could be for fun, honestly.
Yeah.
You're there, you meet this guy, you guys have a vibe. You know, there's people you meet, and from the beginning, you guys just have sexual tension between you guys. There's just that vibe. Like all you think about is screwing the person bending you over. It's there. And some guys know how to actually, you know, lead you on, and before you know, yeah, you are in the back of his car doing something that you didn't think you would do. That's one. They're trying new things, fantasies. Fantasies are, because a lot of us growing up, we already have that. See, when we're in our teens, we're not allowed to do certain things. Even saying you are dating during your teen is like forbidden. So by the time you get to your 20s and everything, you're doing work, you probably might be dating too at that time. And if the guy you are dating does not have experience, you have few things to learn. If unluckily for you, you will get married. Luckily and unluckily for you, you will get married. That is the experience you will live with for a long time. Then you're watching maybe a movie, or you're speaking to friends, and you're in new things. And meet someone who is actually ready to take you on that journey. It can also lead you to cheating. Boredom can lead you to cheating. Not getting sexual satisfaction can lead you to cheating.
Very valid.
Very valid. He says very valid.
There are a lot of things that can lead you.
There's a lot of things that can lead to cheating. A lot.
So, I've heard you. I've heard all your reasons. Yeah. But are we saying that if you are in a primary relationship, if you're married or you have a serious partner, all these reasons that you're given, which are valid for people who actually engage in these, they feel like this is legit my reason, and but do you think that is the way to go? Because if you're bored, you can communicate that with your partner. If you want to, get some shots of tequila before the sex, you can talk about it, or you can get the shots yourself. Who's stopping you from getting your own shots of tequila?
That's
true. If the man is not willing to take you to get it, you can get it yourself. I feel like sometimes people just give these reasons to justify their bad behavior.
I don't really think it's that. Sometimes
it's not that.
It's just life. You are there. You want to take a shot. Maybe you were planning on going to take it by yourself. And a friend texts you, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I wanted to just go by this club to just take a shot of tequila. Oh, let me drop you off. It's not planned. As much as at the end of the day, it can sound so planned, like, oh, you guys intentionally plan to go out. Sometimes it's not planned. You're there and, oh, okay, fine, come and drop me off. Let's hang out together. You guys go, you're hanging, you're drinking, and one thing leads to the other.
I like that. I like that you said that, because that's one of the things that we hear all the time.
And most of the time,
one thing led to the other. I'm sorry, let's break it down. What one thing usually leads to another thing? What is that one thing that is always leading to another thing? Tell me about it, Victoria.
The one thing that always leads to the other thing is the chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yes.
So you meet someone and you have chemistry. So are you saying that anybody you have chemistry with, you should sleep with? Because I have chemistry with Bwedi. I work with him. I mean, is that what you're saying? You're saying that everyone you have chemistry with, you should sleep with?
No.
But I think we are discussing reasons why these things happen. It's not really the justification, rather. It's not a justification, and it is not it's not usual, or it's not a usual thing, or should be something that we can say is accepted.
Right.
We can is when they say accidental, or when we say it's by opportunity, thing happen, one thing lead to the other. In life, one thing lead to the other is the life we are living. One thing lead to the other. That's why we are here today. One lead to the other is the reason why the other guest is still not here.
On his way.
Yeah. One thing lead to the other.
Every time one thing is leading to the other.
There's always one thing lead to the other. That's why we are born.
Right.
One thing lead to the other. That's why we will die one day.
Right.
So in life, it's always one thing lead to the other. And when we talk about people getting entangled to themselves because of one thing lead to the other, like she said, it's actually not really planned most times.
It just happens.
It just happens.
Sometimes it's planned too. Let's say
sometimes it's planned.
That's why it's sometimes
you are there, you are genuinely like, me, I want to go and eat that guy.
Yes.
So you are going to eat the guy.
Yes.
You are going to eat the guy.
Now,
so you deliberately set out to eat a guy.
Yes, it happens. That is one of the reasons too. That is one of the ways.
There's nothing wrong if you're eating a single guy. But what if this is a married man? That is usually where the problem lies. You know what I mean? Because if it's a single guy, but obviously he's available to be eaten, he would even love it. But if it's a married man, you know he has a wife at home.
Yeah, but if it's a married man, actually that is what we are discussing.
Right.
We are discussing sex triangles, not cheating as per se.
Well, sex triangles essentially is cheating. Because in our part of the world, depending on your religion, right, we're very familiar with a man and a woman and a unit, man woman, not one man, three women, again depending on your religion and your beliefs, but typically it's just a man and a woman. So anytime you find a woman here and another woman here and another woman here, obviously, you know what I mean.
How about a woman here and a man here and a man here?
Which is also a thing. We're not directing it at a particular gender. Okay. It's something that everybody does.
That's also a sex triangle, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you were talking about why do people say no? Please rephrase your question. You were saying why do you just say, why can you confidently say one thing lead to the other when you are married or while you are still in a relationship?
Yeah.
So I was trying to say, we're saying sex triangles, meaning three people being involved. This is because you are with somebody, and the very reason why you are being involved with another person is not the same reason you are still in the relationship you are
Different
into.
reasons.
Different reasons.
It's one of the things that, you know, when we put out our conversation tonight, one of our viewers sent, something to us about what he's dealing with. He says that he went to an old school reunion and connected with an old school maid who was looking stunning the night, and they built a lot of sexual tension. So before the night was over, she bent over in a public washroom for him. And he says that's the best sex of his life. Meanwhile, he's married. He has a wife at home.
What happens in Rome stays in Rome. You should leave it in Rome.
Yes, but after that, they've been having a lot of bending over sessions. So obviously, it's become a thing for him that he's holding on to, so much so that he thinks his wife is now suspicious that there is someone new. But then he says, I love my wife and I don't want to lose her. However, this one too is sweet.
Love and sex is two different things.
So, what does a person do in a situation like this? And I like what you said, love and sex are two different things. But it should come together when you're married to a person, no?
With the marriage, it's a bit complicated. To me, this is my point of view on marriage stuff. If you're married and your marriage is more than 10 years old, please, you have every freedom to choose.
Oh, my God.
To me, that is what I think, because by then you have... it is like,
I repeat that?
One person
You're
for
saying
10
that.
years.
Please repeat that.
If you've been married for 10 years, I feel like you have the freedom to cheat. As long as you don't disrespect your wife, you don't disrespect your wife in that aspect, it does not come back home. I mean, I feel like you have the freedom.
If you've been married for more than 10 years, you have the freedom to cheat.
To me.
Do you agree?
Because
I won't agree to that.
Look,
you
10
won't
years
agree to
is
that.
not easy to screen
because
one
it's always
person.
a vice versa situation.
It's not easy to
and
screw
when you
someone
say that,
for 10 years.
when you say that, you mean either party. It could
Either
be
party, yeah.
Either party.
Either party.
As long as I can accept it personally, it's a
Yeah,
no for
that's
me.
true.
Because
I mean,
you
what
won't
happens
you
if
won't
you stay
allow
alone?
for your wife to, you know,
Yeah.
which is always the case, right?
Yes,
The
the
men
men and their ego.
The men will never,
Never.
ever entertain the thought of their
someone else
wives
screwing their
cheating
wife.
on them. But they don't mind cheating on their wives. Why is that?
One of the reasons why the male can easily cheat and come back home and the wife is not allowed to do that is that the husband cannot come back with another person's pregnancy. Does that make sense?
You're going to have to say that again.
The husband cannot come back from his girlfriend with another person's pregnancy.
But you can impregnate the girlfriend.
I mean, we are talking about our home.
Okay.
still-
Oh, but the wife can bring
Me and my
another-
wife in the house right now, talking about cheating. I can't bring another person's pregnancy to the house.
But she can.
She
Yeah.
can.
And that's a problem for you. So is that the reason why?
That's one of the reasons. I'm just trying to be sarcastic in that direction.
It's one of
rather.
the reasons. Okay, because men honestly will never entertain the thought of their wives cheating. You know,
Oh, I just think it's
I'm
ego
just trying to.
with them.
I'm trying
it's
to
just
put.
ego.
Yeah, that's what I think.
You think it's just ego?
It is your property. Men do not like, yeah, it's my property.
So I don't touch my
Don't
thing.
touch my thing. As much as they want to play around,
Yes.
they don't want anybody to touch theirs.
And they
And
have a
actually,
lot
God
of
even
pride.
gave you.
Yeah.
It's a
Because
duty
it's your
from God.
wife.
It's a duty from God that you should protect her, and God didn't tell the woman to protect the man.
So your protection is sleeping with other women.
No, protecting her from from any predator. Protecting your wife from any predator is part of your duty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're protecting her from other men.
Yes.
Right.
But have you looked at during the age where the ladies are going through menopause? You see, when you get to a certain age, the ladies are not really that sexually active again. And men are always sexually active. Even
Yes.
an 80-year-old man
Very
can still impregnate
true.
people.
Yeah.
Very true.
In that aspect, what do you think?
But I mean, not really. It depends. You know, I've heard that a lot of the time when women get into like their 40s into early 50s, they actually
Libido goes down.
up actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Hearing that for the first time.
Oh, you're hearing that for the first time.
I think I'm used to the other way around.
The other way around. Because I know that, you know, there's a lot of ups and downs when it comes to that department, you know, and you know, a lot of the time when women are younger, obviously, there's a lot of exploration and trying to figure things out and this and that. But sometimes, I think I had one of my guests, he's a doctor, and he did say that a lot of the time before a woman hits her menopause, right, they actually have very high libido.
Good.
Right before menopause. So you're saying like we're looking at maybe early 40s into early 50s is all the way up in the sky.
Yeah.
It's the reason why you'd find that a lot of the time women in that age bracket have all these toy boys
Okay.
that they get with, you know, obviously for the gratification,
Yeah.
right?
You're right.
So if you have a wife in that category and you, the man, you're focusing on other women on the outside and you're still saying, God say I should protect you. I mean, don't you think that you're, you know, misdirecting your...
Okay, thanks for the question. When I say protect, I don't mean just protecting your wife from others. Protecting your wife means you are giving her what she needs. So if, with what you've lectured me now, that when she gets into 40 and 50, her libido will be high.
Right before
Then-
menopause.
Yeah,
So
right
it depends
before-
on which age. Some earlier than others. So it
Now,
depends on which age.
Yeah, if you are aware of that, as a man, part of your protection is making sure that you are giving it to her the way she wants it. The way her libido is increasing, then you have to increase your power too. It's part of the protection. But if you don't satisfy her, you are not protecting her because her sexual need is not being met.
It's not met.
Yeah.
Victoria, so, you know, this man that sent us, you know, his dilemma, he did say that the things that this other lady does for him, he's too afraid to ask his wife for it because he feels like it's demeaning to ask his wife for the kind of things that the girl is doing for him.
Yeah.
You know, it's like some
There's a
men
lot.
will say, I want you to get
BJ?
into certain play. Oh, BJ is the least. BJ, yeah, is very
Starts from
regular.
there.
It's very regular. But I know some men are very kinky. They like some
Yeah.
very strange stuff.
Yes.
And he knows that there's no way he can ask his wife for it. However, he's very comfortable asking this other girl for it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's one of the reasons why a lot of men
that's true.
really would get with all these other women because, for instance, if a man wants, I mean, I know a lot of people have a lot of crazy things, but suppose a man wants his wife to lick his anus. Do you think he can tell her?
No. Yeah, I think that's
That'd be a very confusing conversation.
Do you think he can ask that of his wife?
No, that is one request you cannot make for a wife.
Why not?
Yes. No, hold on. Let me let you know something. It's not like making. Let me land there.
Okay.
You might not be able to make the request to your wife if that is what you like, but talking about it so she hear is the only way you can tell your wife.
How are you going to do that?
Okay.
I feel like communication is key.
No,
I'm not been married.
Yes, communication.
But in all my relationships, I make sure communication is
communication.
key.
Communication is the key. And what I'm talking about now is communication. There are diverse ways of communicating.
Because
some communication can be too blunt.
Yes, that's
you
true.
See? But somehow, if you now fantasize it and say, maybe it happened, you can even say somebody told you.
Somebody told you that what?
That they did something like that to him. Like, can you imagine? It could be nice. I'm just wondering. You just leave it at that discussion stage.
How are you going to start the conversation? Like, if you wanted to throw it out there and I'm your wife, how are you going to start it?
Babe, do you know what Kelly told me today?
What did Kelly tell you?
Man, wonders can never fail to end in this life. Man, I can't even just say it. He said there's this girl he met, and the girl actually was licking it. He was licking his anus. Like, how would that be?
Like his anus.
And he's saying it's very nice.
Really?
Like, he enjoyed it. He can't even wait to go back to that girl. I said, what? I can't even. So it could be nice. It could be nice.
So it could be nice to try.
No, that's what I was saying. I said you have to leave such conversation at that floating level till when the deal time comes. Because sometimes when your wife used to give you BJ, you don't ask her. Everything that happens in the bed most times is premeditated.
But, okay.
It's usual, even when you are going on a missionary and then you pull out, you want to go on the doggy. You don't say, babe, turn. You don't say that. It's premeditated. The moment you pull out, you are standing in the doggy position. Your wives already know that you want you to. So if your wife is giving you a BJ and before you know she's raising your legs up, I mean you will just try and see what is going on.
Okay, something. I hear you. I hear you. We're going to go on a break. But I like what you just said, and even the conversation.
We all want to see where it goes.
But it depends on the kind of wife you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have a wife who's very liberal and open to conversations, that's fine.
Yes.
But if it depends on the kind of wife you have. Maybe if you have a wife who's like very churchy, very like.
That is where my own
women's fellowship is like always waking you up at dawn to pray. There's no way you can even bring up this conversation with her.
That is where my own.
Because she would even think that, why are you hanging with a friend like that? You know what I mean?
I understand
she
you.
would even think that, this kind of, please don't let me see you with this man again. No. A man that can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the reason why for a lot of men, it feels like there are certain conversations they just cannot bring up. Yeah. And licking the anus is just the tip of the iceberg.
Of course.
People do much worse.
Much things. Of course.
This is Duvet. My name is Natalia. Tonight I'm with Victoria and Samson, and we're talking about cheating. And, that triangle. Why do people do it? Is there any other way that people can remain in their primary relationships without the external factors? That is our conversation tonight. We're going on a break. Do stay tuned. All right, welcome back. This is Duvet. This is GHOne TV. Tonight we're talking about sex triangles. We're talking about cheating. And Victoria and Samson made very, very interesting points. And then we went for a break. Now we have Prophet El Mikel, who has joined us. But before we go on to him, allow me to shout out Poshy's Beauty Room on the Spintex Road, the 18 Junction stretch, next to the GRA building, opposite former Insuraba Kojo pub. Now, they put my hair together for me. Thank you so much, Portia. Call her on 0244-183502. That's 0244-183502. And she would definitely put you together for any occasion. So, Prophet El Mikel, you have just joined us. Yes. And tonight we're talking about cheating, essentially. And before we went on a break, some very interesting comments or views came up, right? And one of the things we were talking about before we went on a break was that sometimes a man cannot ask certain things of his wife because, like, this is my wife. And men, have respect for their wives when it comes to certain things. So it's like, if this man is expecting that, or if this man fantasizes about a woman licking his anus, it's like, there's no way he can go and say that to his wife. Right? However, he feels like it's okay for him to tell some girl that he's playing around with because that one there's, no harm, no foul. And it's part of the reason why a lot of men will go outside to satisfy their fantasies. What would you say about that?
Well, the question is very dicey, but when it comes to, couples or married people coming together in the area of like in bed, I believe that you need to satisfy your partner in a way that both of you are going to enjoy. Probably I met this one and probably the kind of style she knows, I don't know. Do you understand that? So the things that she's going to do to spice up the relationship or marriage, it's not bad. Do you understand that? But in my perspective, where I'm standing, right, as a pastor, there are things that my Bible talks about, like probably me personally, I will not do it. But if both of you think that this is what, when you do, it will spice up the relationship or marriage or your sexual life, I think it's good to go. The reason why most of people cheat in a relationship and marriages is not probably money or those things. All those things are very important, but sometimes, sexual satisfaction. Do you understand that?
A lot of the time.
Yeah, some of the men are not romantic. The last time I think I came here, I talked about. Do you understand that? You don't go to bed like with your partner and just push the lady and you want to have her. No, you need to start from somewhere, foreplay, romance her. You cannot just sit in a car and you move the car. You need to swap the car. You need to change the gear. You need to do something for something to, move.
But even the foreplay doesn't start in the bed, though.
Yeah.
The foreplay starts in the morning. The morning is like what you say to me, what you do to me. It's like during the day, what you say to me, what you do to me. It's like all the little nice things that you do to me that day before even we get in the bed at night.
The whole week,
right.
All of that is foreplay, though.
So yes, so probably you're at work and then, some kind of test, Yeah. So like your partner will put something in your mind.
Yeah.
So whilst you're coming home, do you understand that? And I always tell partners that, bed is meant for sleeping, not for sex. Sometimes do it at the couch is there, the washroom is there. The kitchen is there. It's not always on bed. You have to try new things all the time. But now everything bed. It will not spice up the really. Always try to, life is progressive, so always try something new. We are moving forward. It's not all the time. There are some women too, I always say that men, we are moved by what we also see, and women are moved by what they hear. Yeah. Do you understand
Not anymore. Today's woman is not moved by just what she hears. She's also moved by what she hears and what she sees after she's heard it.
Okay.
That is definitely true.
Today's woman
Actions
is not
speak louder
all
than words.
Yes, today's woman is not all words. Today's woman is also words plus action.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
And
you're right.
It's like today's woman is words plus action. Yeah.
So one of the things that it will also spice up, or it will ginger as we men, as how the things you're going to put on, I mean, in your house. You understand that? Do you know that I have a friend that had a girlfriend, she was talking to a lady and then the lady visited her. He said when they went to the room and the lady, they're trying to do her pant alone,
turned him off.
Turn him off. Do you understand that? So sometimes what you put on, there are things that, when we see, it moves his ass, right? Maybe this man is not a type of a beat man. Maybe I am. Do you understand that? Maybe when I see a woman with beads, it really moves me, turns me on, it takes me to different dimensional, So.
Just one question. What's the thing with the beads?
I don't know. Naturally, most of men will like it. I don't know. I cannot really.
Most men have met that thing with the bead. I want to understand.
I cannot
Someone
really,
can just like it because of your glass.
Yeah, I cannot really
bead.
phantom what it exactly. But what I know, most of women we love it.
Yes.
It's kind of it's something that turns we on. Do you understand that? Yeah, it's something that we most of the men. And me, I'm part of those men.
Okay.
Do you understand that? Yeah. So
okay.
the things that you would do will spice up the relationship. You have to just do it.
Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. So I'll come back to you, Professor El Michael, but let me tell you about Cricova, okay? It is going to be a Cricova Valentine this year. Celebrate love with Cricova wine this Valentine. Cricova wine is delighted to introduce our exquisite range of wines to the public just in time for Valentine's Day. Created with love and passion, our wines are perfect for any romantic occasion. Keep that in mind. Now, whether you're celebrating with a loved one or gifting a special someone Cricova wine, it is the ideal choice to add a touch of sophistication to your festivities this Valentine's Day. We offer the following diverse range of wines to cater to various tastes and occasions. So there is Cricova Coderu Premium Red Wine. There is Cricova Brut Alb Sparkling Wine. There is Cricova Pastoral Premium Red Wine. There is Cricova Lacrima Dolce Sparkling Wine. There is Cricova Amplius Premium Red Wine. And then there is Cricova EXO 05 Whiskey. Keep in mind, all these are ranges of Cricova. So if you're looking to purchase or retail, maybe wholesale, call 0558 690040. Okay, that's 0558 690040. With Cricova wine, you can elevate your Valentine's Day celebrations to a new level of elegance and sophistication. Cheers to love, romance, and joy for sharing a glass of delicious wine with someone special. So let me share a glass with my guests tonight. It's like Prophet El Michael doesn't have.
I'm okay.
Yeah, okay.
No, you have to.
I have to, but I'm fine.
Yes,
well, as a prophet, you
Victoria.
don't drink wine.
So let's
No,
click
I
our
don't.
glasses.
I drink
Cheers.
non-alcoholic.
This is
But they turn
Cricova.
water to wine.
And Cricova is true to its name. So whatever you do this Valentine's Day, try Cricova wine. Yes? Okay. Okay. Now, let's continue the conversation. So, Prof, before we came back from the break, you were talking about submission, which seems to be, a bit of a problem for some men as well, because sometimes a man will feel like, my wife doesn't respect me. And maybe around the office or wherever he works, there's some girl that is always showing him a lot of respect. It's like, showing him love and respect. And he's leaning more towards this girl and eventually starts cheating with this girl. Let's talk about submission. When a man says he wants a woman to submit, what does he mean exactly?
Okay, so for the context of creation, all right, when you read the Bible, all right, probably it's not anyone watching us that believes it, but when from the context of creation, number one, God created a man. Out of the rib of a man, women came out.
Right.
Do you understand that? So every man is the head of God. And that is why when I want to marry this one, I will go and see her family and take her hand in marriage. So now this woman has come under my care. If anything happens, the family is going to hold me responsible. So now Ephesians 5 says that women to submit yourself unto your husbands, whilst husbands love your wife. So you see, a man can never love a woman who is not willing to submit herself under. Now, last time I talked about 5 women who should not marry. A woman who...
Sorry. So tell me, women should submit to their husbands, and husbands should love their wives.
Wives, yes.
Which one comes before the
Submission.
Submission comes before love.
Yes.
If my husband is not loving me, I'm free not to submit anymore.
No, he's saying that submission comes before love.
So
Yes.
if I submit,
Yes.
the husband is meant to love me.
Yes.
If my husband doesn't love me after I've submitted, I can take my submission away.
Then you can take it away. Yes.
Okay.
That's
So
vice
if you
versa.
say submission comes before love, then, how did you marry this woman if you didn't show her love already?
Oh yes, that's why. You see, that's why people marry and get divorced. Yeah, because sometimes, though, how I met you, on the journey of marriage, things can change. Do you understand that? Maybe the way you used to probably submit to me, one way or the other, something changed, and then her behavior began to change and all of that. So the man also can change on the way.
Right.
Do you
No,
get
but
what I'm
because
saying?
you said that, it's in the way God made it, right?
Yes.
God created a woman out of the rib of a man.
Right.
Right. And a man, because you just said, a man has to go and marry this woman and bring her
Yes.
back. Obviously, you must love me in order to come and marry me,
Right.
right?
You're right.
So you bring the love first.
Right.
And I meet you with the submission. That's what I think.
Right.
Because if you don't know me from anywhere, I won't just up and be submitting
that's
to you.
true.
You bring me the love, and I give you the submission.
That's why there is an African, I think, proverb that "Suban is saying." Do you understand that characters like pregnancy, you cannot hide it. Whether you like, one day is going to come out. So there are ladies, there are some ladies that probably they will not show you their real character until you put a ring on their finger. And a lot of these things is happening in society right now. That's why somebody will marry. I know people whom in this country, we've seen it all. See some people get married, in the next 1 month they are divorced. What happened? Yes, it will be in Sikam Kawaran a town for. Do you understand that? I wouldn't come and marry you if you were once upon a time, or like I saw you as an enemy. But there was something I saw about you, and I feel like, okay, I'm in love with this one. Do you understand? There is always something that a man will see in the woman that will cause that man to,
Marry.
that attraction.
So what happens along the way for one party to decide that I'm not interested anymore? Forget divorce. We're not even talking about divorce. We're
Right.
talking cheating.
Right.
So they are remaining in the marriage, but this person is now starting having extramarital affairs here, and this other person, because these days the women, I think if I'm bold enough, I'd say the women are cheating way more than the men are these days.
We're just good at keeping it.
You know what I mean?
Rough.
Because these days the women are not, they really don't care.
Right.
If they feel like you're not giving them what they want or whatever, they will just step out on you. But they will still remain in the marriage, which is something that men used to do back in the day. But now both men and women do it. Do you understand?
Right.
So what would happen? You've come to me, we're married, you're loving me, I'm submitting. At what point does one party decide that me kwa bon thing?
You see, anytime there is an action, there is a reaction. Do you understand that? So now, for example, you see, you were saying you are making a statement, right? Now, so what happened along the way? Do you understand? That's why I say people change along the way. So me, for instance, what really, how do I put it? A year me feel about a woman who will be like, who will be submit herself to me, or it's not like you are going to be like a doormat, I'm going to walk on you or something. That's what I'm talking about. Like a woman that when you talk to her, she listens to you. Sit here, then she wouldn't say I'm standing. Don't go here. That's where I'm coming from. Do you understand that? So when it comes to submission,
But wouldn't you say that is control?
there's no control.
Okay.
When a woman loves a man, she listens to him. Do you understand that?
Does he listen to her?
Yeah. If I love this one, this one is my wife. I mean, when I'm married and you need something, I'll tell you go to my wife. Do you understand that? So if I love my wife, I would definitely listen to her because Bible says that for this cause that a man shall cleave his wife, and they shall become one. So when we are together as married people, we are one people. Do you understand? That's how God sees us. So anytime there are third party in every marriage, it wouldn't work. Do you understand that? So everything is understanding. You see, relationship is trust. The moment trust is broken, there's nothing like relationship. Now, in this dispensation, we are not being truthful to ourselves.
No,
That is the problem. That is one of the problems that is causing this wahala. We are not being truthful to ourselves. We can fake love. I know some girls who are dating like 3 guys aside their guys, and men as well. So we are not being faithful to ourselves. Do you understand that?
Why do you think that is? Why would any girl have a man and 3 other men on the side? What does she want from these 3 men?
Probably, you cannot really phantom. There's a whole lot happening. People are fake. Let me put it that way. And people.
When you say people are fake, Victoria, tell me something. Why do you think a woman would have maybe a man and then have 3 other men on the side? What is she looking for?
Everybody brings something to the table.
Okay, so let's break it down.
You have this one because he satisfies you sexually. You have this one because he takes care of your finances, or maybe he's there for you or something. You have this one because you can vibe better with him. So everybody's sort of situation.
So it's like you can't find it in one person.
If you find it in one, who doesn't want to find it in one person?
How you find it in one person? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. But if you don't find it in one person, till you find it in one person,
you be with multiple people.
But no, that is let's say, I would say is evil.
Yes.
And you see, if Natalie, you are my woman, and then there's something you want, probably you will sit me down, maybe this and this and this that. When you do, I want. Probably if I really love you, I'm going to work on myself to suit your satisfaction.
If you really love her,
you understand that?
Work on yourself. If you don't really love her, you're not ready to work on yourself.
Probably you have someone who will pay your rent, someone who will buy your food. This is, I would say, is evil. Do you understand? Maybe the other guy you are dating is like, he is not doing that. Do you understand? Maybe other guys are doing it, but the other guy, think that, I have a faithful girlfriend somewhere. There was a story I was reading.
Okay.
A guy bought an iPhone for the girlfriend, and the lady went to buy iPhone cover. The next day, the guy who sells the iPhone cover slept with the girl.
How?
You ask unfaithfulness. How can I buy, let's say, iPhone 16 Pro Max? How much is it? And then someone will use iPhone cover to sleep with you. My boss, it doesn't really.
In that aspect, you are dealing with the girls' class. Some girls don't have class. I guess that I was literally saying it to my office that yesterday I was doing my nails, and one of my nail tech, one of her friends came in and they were talking, and she was showing that like conversation that there's this guy in the area that's he's sorting it out and this and this thing. She's even going to collect dinner from him. But last time she took 100 cedis from him, and my nail tech felt like it was good. That was a good money. So she was like, you're doing what? You're taking stuff. That is someone's class. There are girls that are using Indomie to eat. As bad as it sounds.
Even if it's an aeroplane, it's still.
You know what I'm saying? As bad as it sounds, every girl has what
they are looking for. But okay, so let me ask you. Let me say, we're gonna go for a break, but Prophet, tell me something, and I think you can answer the question too, Samson. Yeah. When you're with someone, right? And you love them, I would say that, the first rule of love for me, I've always said that the first rule of love is for God so loved the world that he gave his begotten son. To love is to give.
Right.
Right? So essentially, when someone is not giving, he's not loving.
Right.
Do you understand?
You are right.
And so if you're probably with this man who is not maybe supporting you or giving you this and that, and maybe you do have a genuine need for this particular thing, but somebody's in school, they are paying fees, this and that, maybe they don't have a job, or they have a job that's not giving them enough money to do this, they have a genuine need of something.
Right.
And you, this man that they've decided to be with, you're not helping them meet that need. And another man shows up and decides to help them meet that need. Would you say they should reject that offer or help or support because I have a man, but this man is not helping to meet your need, which is a genuine need. It's not, I'm not asking for an iPhone. It's not frivolous. It is a genuine need.
okay.
Do you understand?
I understand.
And
very
if this man, for whatever reason, for whatever reason, is not supporting you, what would you do with that? Let's go for a break. When we return, you would answer this question. This is Duvet. This is GHOne TV. My name is Natalia. Tonight I'm with Prophet El Michael, Victoria, and Samson, and we're talking about cheating. Do stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. This is Duvet. This is GHOne TV. My name is Natalia. So good to have your company. Tonight we're talking about cheating. And a happy birthday to Prophet El Michael. It is your birthday. We're definitely going to give you something to go with, but you don't drink alcohol. I'll give you Victoria to go home with. For your this is your birthday present from me to you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Send it for problem.
We'll get home, we'll explain to the wife. It's going to be a long explanation, but go start.
All right, so let's take our sex position of the week. Just stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Sex position of the week. Yourself on the shelf. You can enjoy the view of your penis thrusting inside of your partner, and this position really allows for direct clitoral stimulation, says Kenna. Technique. The receiving partner perches their butt right on the edge of the bed. The giver enters them while standing. Then the receiver can wrap their legs around the giver while the giver wraps their hands around the receiver's back for extra support. If you're the giver and you don't have the quad and glute muscles to pull this position off, just keep your partner on the edge of the bed, penetrating them there. It's a great way to finish having sex. Since the position is strenuous, try doing it 30 to 60 seconds before you or your partner are about to orgasm.
All right, yourself on the shelf is our sex position of the week. This definitely, you need to have a woman who's not, very heavyweight. Otherwise, that will be tough.
And Jimmy struck that.
Yeah, otherwise. But Samson, what do you think about this position?
It's quite interesting. But like you said, I like, and it's definitely impossible for me.
All right. You like what? Boom.
The big buttons.
Boom, boom. Right. Victoria, what do you think? This will suit you. I mean, you can do this, no?
Depending on the guy.
Depending on the guy. Okay. All right. Prof, what do you say?
Yeah, it looked nice, but as Vic said, depending on the guy and then the woman.
Yeah,
if the woman is chubby, probably by the time you see you people on the floor. So
Because now trust the guy with
But
myself,
there's
like,
another way you could do this where you probably pin the woman to a
the
wall to make the weight a little lighter.
this look
That
more
is
like
good.
exercise, you know.
Yeah.
It's
No, the
it's gonna
wall
work.
one is good, but the problem is the friction.
The back.
Yes.
That's a
Because you
problem.
keep hitting your back against
Yeah.
the wall, your head against the
Yeah,
wall.
that's a
You're not trying to
problem.
get injured in the act.
The same way
Yeah.
you pin to the wall, you can also pin to the chair
To the chair.
from the back.
Very, very interesting. All right, so back to our conversation. I think I already posed the question to both of you.
Right.
So you can just go ahead and answer it.
Okay, your question was about a lady having a relationship and also cheating outside.
No, I'm just saying that if you're with a woman who has a genuine reason, because I think one of the points that Victoria made was that sometimes you have this man is giving you this one's giving you this one's giving you that. So maybe genuinely this woman has a need for something. I don't know, maybe she's in school, maybe this, that.
I remember now.
Yeah.
Now, the situation is a woman needing something that the man cannot provide. That is what we're talking about now. And then that leads you to go and meet another man for it, leading to cheating. That is what we are saying. But now, one thing...
That's
It's
better
the way
solution.
you say going to meet another man.
for the
it's
same
like,
thing,
I
and
mean,
then
that's
resort to cheating.
Okay.
You see, I am very happy we have a prophet in the house. There is one thing about life that we need to understand. There are some things that when they say something would happen, it will happen, and the time and day or moment might not be specific, based on our human understanding. You need something, you quite need it very well. And the way you need it, God that created you know that you need that thing. Because all of us on earth, God provides for everybody. Undermining who gives it to you physically is God that provides. So if we now go back to that part of God providing for everyone, if only a woman can say, this is what I need, and my man cannot provide it for me, and I'm not ready just because of that, I'll have to go and sleep with somebody, the thing will definitely come through another means.
Maybe the other man is the other means.
No.
I was about to say,
what I'm trying to say is, we are trying
you
to
will use human beings.
when we talk about, we are talking. If you want to do the right thing,
Victoria, let's just listen.
Victoria, this is my point.
Right.
If you put two persons here, this lady goes to get it from the very source. She already seen that this is the source, and the other person believing God that there is a way, will definitely still get that thing. That is my point.
Yeah, you see, I want to break two things here, okay? Now, one thing I want men we to understand that when God cursed man and the woman and then the devil, right? God said to men that we will do like this. I want every man to understand that we were created to suffer for women. Good. I'm telling you. And you see, I told men that if you don't have money, don't chase women, look for money. Because every woman on this side, even the richest woman, love money. Do you understand that? So if you don't have money as a man, look for money. Let money change money. Because when you have money today, you can take any type of woman you want. Now, I'm not blaming the women that, okay, that's who they are.
Yes.
Even when your wife or your girlfriend have money, they still want to take your money.
Yes.
So men should take that kind of ideology from their mind that, oh, women love money. That's who they are. That's how God has created them. That's why when you go to drugstore, you see the cream. You see very beautiful women. Vic. Then Vic will be there, nice. But when it comes to painkiller, we are there. They are trying to tell us that we're born to suffer for them. Notwithstanding, if you are with me, I'm giving you everything, and things have gone down. You see, a loyalty of a woman will be tested when the man has nothing. Same thing happened to Job. Now, Job was one of the richest people God blessed in the Bible. But one day, God decided to test the guy, and God allowed the devil to take everything. All the friends and everything left him. Now, it left. Now, why did God allow the devil to touch everything about Job, but God didn't allow the devil to touch the wife? God wanted to let Job know what is in the heart of the woman. So whilst everything was gone, I was thinking that you are my wife. You are there going to encourage me, tell me that it will be well. But the wife told Job that, why don't you curse your God and die? So you see, this woman is very ungrateful. And God was trying to tell the guy that the wife was there because of the possession the guy had, not because of love. Because if the money and everything was that you were enjoying, one day I went bankrupt, you need to bear with me. So a loyalty of a woman is also going to be tested when the man has nothing. Now the wife say, why don't you curse your God and die? And say, you speak like one of the foolish women. Shall we always take from God good when the bad come or not? I know a woman in my friend's church. The man lost his job 2 months. The woman went and slept with someone because of a need. Such woman, you are ungrateful. Probably if the man was having and you are with him, things has gone down, you need to bear with the man, as you were saying it.
Yes.
Because no one knows tomorrow.
No.
I know, look at the CEO of GT Bank. The man was rich. Suddenly, something happened and everything. Do you understand that? So if you are
but that's a different, I get what you're saying, but that feels like a different conversation. The conversation of no loyalty because you used to take care of me and you can't anymore and I've left is a different conversation. From I have met you, or you're dating or courting somebody or whatever, and they have a need and you're providing. These are two different things.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Right.
Exactly. So let's not put it together. Let's make it two different things. Okay. Where, like Prof said, typically when you're trying to court a woman, you need to understand that at some point you need to show up.
Yes.
And support them with this and that.
That one I know.
Definitely.
You said something earlier that the evidence of love, and I said evidence of love is to give.
Yes.
You understand that?
Then in the absence of giving, what happens, why we diverse into this other area now?
Yes.
The absence of not giving.
Giving.
And then I was trying to let you know that somebody that is not giving right now might be in the process of having.
And you see, the women...
to
David,
give.
The woman is now
Samson,
trying to understand something that
There's a situation of somebody that can give you right now with no value. And that person that is going
but
to
here's
give-
the thing.
Yeah.
Do you know, here's the thing.
Yeah.
There is your reality and my reality.
Of course.
Your reality is you're going through life, and maybe in the next 6 months, you could be the wealthiest man.
Good.
That's your reality.
Yeah.
My reality may probably be that I'm in school and I need to pay my fees end
No.
of this
And
month.
if we are
So,
dating...
no.
No,
We are not
where
dating.
she's coming from now.
So typically, what that means is that you and I, we cannot be together because our realities cannot, we can't meet
so it
each other
means we need to cut our coat.
according to our size.
Okay.
Do you
Now I get
understand?
it. All right.
Absolutely,
Recently,
because
I
you
told my
can't
brother-
hold
Right.
a person. Something, what it is that
Something, that's where they are coming from.
you
So I
can't,
understand them.
no, seriously, you cannot hold a person hostage.
No.
Do you understand?
No.
Where, okay, yes, you love me, I
Yeah.
get that. But if you can't meet me now at the point of my need, when another person obviously can, and I'm sitting there because I love you, it's like something must be wrong.
Yes, that is why I said that is the reason for cheating. That cannot lead to cheating because you are going for the place where you can just get this thing
What
you
you
need.
want.
But I'm telling you that same place where you are right now, that same thing will manifest in just a little time if only you can just hold on a while.
I will understand that if we are already in a marriage or relationship.
In a
Maybe
relationship,
we've been-
we are talking
if
about
we've been-
relationship.
If we've been in a relationship for maybe
Good.
2 years, whatever, something is not happening,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But if you have just met me,
Okay.
or
Even
if you are
you've
now
been-
coming
even
into
if you've
my
been in a
life,
relationship for 2 years, please, as long as you don't have a ring on your finger. There are people that have been in a relationship for 5, 6 years,
Yeah.
and they still end up breaking up.
Of course.
And they'll meet someone in 1 year and they'll get married. Please.
And then they'll still
If
break
it's-
up in after 2 years.
That one
So
there, at
does
least
it
they got
always,
married.
does it
The
always
main
be
point
Possible,
is that-
everything is possible.
Does it,
All right,
does
main
it,
point
does
is
it
that
always
as long as
be?
let's
you are not
talk
married,
about.
don't come
all
and
right,
hook
all right,
my
guys.
life.
So let's talk about the Y2K rave. Okay.
Okay.
Now the Y2K rave is an early 2000s themed party. It's all about the music, the fashion, the tech from the era the millennials can understand. So we're talking about, a lot of experience. We're talking about the dress code being strictly 2000s outfits. So we're talking the baggy jeans, the jersey tops, the camouflages, music from Usher Raymond, Sean Paul, and so on and so on. It's just going to be a blast, okay? So if you're a millennial, this one is for you. This one is not 70s or 80s. This is the 2000s music, and it's happening at the rooftop. The Octagon, which is the Octagon building, is near AMA. You know the AMA building in Accra. Okay, that's where it's happening. It's starting at 3 p.m. on Saturday, February 1st. It is definitely going to be a jam, a millennial jam. So whatever you do, show up at the rooftop, Octagon near AMA, and let us have the party of the year. It's the Y2K rave, and I definitely cannot wait to see you. So, happy birthday.
Birthday,
Prof,
Prophet.
you were saying something. Or was it something that was saying something?
Yes, I wanted to tell you something. I just remembered something. It's just a small story I want to tell you about a woman. You see, it was my pastor that I just met. I just remembered the story and I want you to know about it. You see, there's this woman. She has she's into a relationship, and now the relationship is not working out. She met a guy. From conversation is she's already making the guy know her needs, and then this person is providing. Right from trying to know you, you are already billing the person. Say you need money, you need this, because men are giving, so you are always giving, you're always giving. So my pastor is asking you that, see the way you love this man, that he's giving you freely without repose. When you ask for anything, he just gives to you. Are you sure of your future with this person? Because now you are, if after this stage, now you are now left this stage to another stage of marriage.
Right.
If that same man that you said he has to send you money before you give your number, now meet another beautiful lady and says you have to drive your wife from the house before you can get my number,
What's going to happen?
it's still going to happen.
Right.
So if you are still looking at sometimes somebody that is providing, provision, a man is giving, then sometimes you don't look at the man that is even giving.
My
You
question
end
is
up
that-
receiving from drug dealers, politicians from stolen money, and all of that.
Does it always have to be with the man giving?
No, not at all.
You see?
Not at all. Women give at all.
But it looked like that's what is happening.
No,
Now,
women also give.
90% of cheating from women comes from inability of the man
now
to
a
provide.
single guy dating a single lady in Ghana here. Sometimes they have more responsibilities than a man that have 10 children in the UK. Because some of the ladies in Ghana, in Amebetcha Republic here, the moment you propose to her, the next thing, the grandmother will swallow something. I want to buy this, I want to buy that, which become frustration. Sometimes the men they have, but it's like it's give the man some kind of ideology. Like, are you maybe the man is coming with genuine intentions, but with your mindset and everything, like, are you coming for hit and run? Then let us know. So we are good to go.
That
Probably you are giving out something for me to give out something. That one, casual something. We are good to go. Do you understand?
So have to reduce the billing.
It's
The
quite.
billing is
Some of
heavy.
the billing are here.
Yeah, it's quite.
But again, cut your coat.
According
that
to
one
your
is true.
size.
You can't go in for
If you because here's the
can't
thing.
say you want to date a slave queen, but you don't have
exactly.
money.
You can't see a woman and you now when you look at this woman, you know that hey,
See,
this woman.
Yes, when I see you, like I wanna, and I see like you're demanding, and I watch me Kofi myself. I will just fall back.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's true.
Cut
That-
your
that's
coat
me.
though.
Well,
Cut
in
your
life,
coat.
Whatever, even if a woman is over billing and everybody is avoiding her, there will always be one person that will go to say you will change, and I'll be the one to change you.
Good luck.
When it comes to that, I don't think women. Well,
Good
it
luck.
depends that woman.
All right, so let's wrap this up. Let's wrap
Your
this
sex
up.
game has to be. Because if your sex game is
Okay.
not good,
I know.
You have to
I
start
know.
from
The
somewhere.
only
Without money
way
or
you
sex.
can get away with that is if yes,
Okay.
you
You're
also
very
have
good.
to
blowing her
exactly.
mind in
Okay.
bed. Then she
Okay,
come
so
back,
let's
look
wrap
at-
this up. Prof, let me start with you. In wrapping up,
Right.
what would you say? What is the advice that you give to people in marriages and in committed relationships, and they are just cheating and passing front back everywhere? What would you say to them?
Well, my little advice is that when you're with somebody, right? I mean, be genuine. Number one, be faithful. If you're in a relationship you think you are not happy, it is better to let the person know I want to leave than to hide behind bars and be doing evil. It is really bad. What goes around always comes around. Physics says that when you throw a ball on the wall, it comes back to you. There are things you'll be doing today, you think nobody has seen you, but one day it will catch up with you. So let's be faithful to ourselves. If we are in marriage, Bible says thou shalt not divorce, but the same God that hate divorce also hate abusive. If your partner, your husband, your whatever is abusing you, nobody owns anybody's life. If you think you are not okay, it's causing your mental health, the best option is to leave the marriage. At the end of it all, marriage will end here, relationship will end here. We are not taking this all things anywhere. So don't allow anybody to kill you. If you are not happy in your marriage, please leave. If your relationship is taking you to, just leave. Just be honest to, each other. And I mean, if we are going to be honest to each other, the world is going to be a better place for us to live and enjoy relationship and marriages. Thank you.
All right, Victoria.
Yeah, for me, I would say, as we were saying, the billing. We ladies, we beg. We beg. Don't let them make name of us. Like, it's some of the things are just like outrageous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, like even to give a number. So if you like a guy, if you like the guy, give him the number. If you don't like the guy, say you don't like the guy. It does not kill, And let's try to make our own money, Be a lady for
Absolutely.
ourselves.
Absolutely.
Spend our money. And also give back to the guys. I believe in you gift me, I gift you, I'm the kind of person, if I'm dating you, in the office, I can just surprise you with like flowers, with a note, sweeting. Just be sweet, just as much as you want the guy to be sweet to you.
There's a lot of guys that need your number right now.
Just as much as you want the guy to be sweet to you, be sweet to them. Just as much as you want them to come true for you. I feel like words, as much as they say guys have looks and everything, which is true, words will go a long way with guys. How you talk to him matters. You have to be gentle, you have to be sweet. Because sometimes they're having a whole lot of things going on, a bad day. They just need to know, okay, when they talk to you, you'll be there, you'll listen, and you have something sweet to say at the end.
All right, something.
Yeah. It's been a nice session, and I'm really happy. Victoria almost said everything I am supposed to say because she didn't want to stop. So, on the long run, what goes around comes around. We should always try to treat people the way we want to be treated, even in a relationship and even in our everyday lives. We should treat people the way we want to be treated. And for relationship, like she said, the billing it's really causing problem. There's a lot of people, the person they love, they can't even approach because they already heard that, that guy, you don't know how it matter be. So it's like that. And also for men, the way, like Prophet said, it should be less abusive because always when they say men are authoritative and being protective and wanting their wife to be submissive, it's always channeled down to abuse. So when we are trying to be protective, when we are trying to provide and make sure that we keep our partners in care, we should always do it with love and decency and the way that the world will accept it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this is where we draw the curtain, and a big happy birthday again to Prophet El Michael. Let's do your social media handles really quickly, or if you have any projects coming up we should know about.
Oh, okay. So starting.
No,
from me.
you go. Yes.
All right. So my social media handle, I use El Michael, but because of these scammers are using my name to solicit money, so I've changed from El Michael to Prophet Michael Amakohene. Okay. So on TikTok, I'm Prophet Michael Amakohene. On Facebook, Prophet Michael Amakohene. On Instagram, Prophet Michael Amakohene. And then on YouTube as well.
Okay.
And my church is at Sakumono Estate.
Okay.
Prayer House of Hope International. I'm the founder and the leader.
Okay.
And so if you're watching, you need prayer, you need spiritual help, you can always contact me 0546331330. 0546331330. And
Okay, Prophet, are you married?
I'm not married.
Are you dating?
Not for now.
Not for now.
Yes.
Victoria, are you married?
No.
Are you dating?
In between.
In between.
No, not like between.
Complicated.
We are seeing
All right.
someone, or we are not dating.
But we're not dating.
I think we've not officially come out.
I
We are
know.
not
Okay,
dating.
I was just going to try to do matchmaking here, but
Okay.
Oh, I don't do
Yeah,
prophets. I
all
beg
right.
you.
you don't do prophets.
Please. Don't go there. Sorry.
But you want us to be praying for you?
I
huh?
know,
Oh, don't
right?
worry. That's you. Like,
Victoria, your social media handles.
on Instagram, I'm the Tory Blackwood. TikTok, Tory Blackwood, particularly in everything. My clothing line will be coming out in February. When you go to my Instagram page, you see the link to my clothing line. You could shop. You'll love it. It's beautiful.
Okay. Something.
All right, I'm Samson, Sammy the Mechanic in all social media platforms. Sammy the Mechanic. And I'm an actor, a producer, and an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I
Serial
have,
entrepreneur.
Serial entrepreneur.
Yes, exactly,
Right.
serial.
Okay.
And I have
Okay.
I have a lot of projects on ground already. So you
Okay.
go on my YouTube channel to watch I have one movie
Okay.
that got the
Okay.
Ghana Movie Award best short movie of the year 2024 at all costs. Check it out at
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay.
Sammy the Mechanic.
Sammy the Mechanic. All right, thank you so much. Connect with me on IG. Yes, I am Natalia. We will do this again next Saturday, 10 p.m. GHOne television. We love that you always stay with us. And for you, try to sort out your relationship stuff. Have communication and know exactly what you want so that, it won't be this and that and that and that and everything. Yes? Enjoy your night and do try our sex position of the week if you have a partner. Good night.